Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Alex and welcome to another episode of Collector's Corner. Today is about a week since Wizard World came to Chicago. I was lucky enough through comicsremix.com to actually attend the Sunday. As always, it's kind of what you expect with Wizard World and with C2E2. They did have a lot more celebrities. I didn't get to see them all, but I did get to see like Matt Smith, which was really cool. The only thing is, I prefer C2E2 a little bit better. You know, for me, I have to go to all of them. I have to go to cons. I can't wait for the TF Con in October coming to O'Hare. I'm really excited about that. But if you had to pick one, if you were just a person who just could only go to one, I'd probably recommend C2E2 first, and then after that Wizard. But you know what? They've been around long enough where you kind of could get the idea of which place has what. A lot of similarities in both. But for me, especially from where I'm at, it's a lot closer for me for C2E2. Anyways, I did end up going. It was great. Saw a lot of celebrities. There were some different vendors there selling some different types of toys. I want to say more 90s, a lot more vintage than usual. Of course, you had all the guys selling all those scalpers out there. And you know what? To be honest with you, overall, some of the prices weren't bad. Especially knowing how hard it is going to all these stores in the morning and trying to track down like your Black Series Stormtroopers or your Marvel Legends figures that just come out and there's only one or two to a case. So I think going there, if you're not the kind of person who's going to hit up all these stores, it's not too bad of a price difference, especially if you're going to buy in bulk. They'll come down, you'll come up a little, but you'll save time, you'll save some sleep, and you'll save some gas money in the long run. That being said, I was lucky enough to actually come out with something that I've been looking for almost 10 years. The funny thing is I own this figure. I bought it in 2004, never got to open it. I ended up putting it in a bin somewhere. When I was finally pulling out my collection, I found it. I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to open this. And just out of curiosity, I wanted to see how rare it was. I'm like, yeah, let me see if I can find one loose. And I was looking at the loose versions of this figure, and I was like, $60, $70. Then I went to the mint on card and they were asking up to $140. I seen that at one point. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just leave it closed and see if I can find a loose one later. Over time, I did find some here and there. No one was asking under $50. So I was like, for a Batman figure, especially knowing that the DC action figure Batman, the character has been made so many times over and over again, so many different versions, I thought eventually they'll come out with one. They haven't so far. The line ended, I think, in 2005. It was only a year or two that line existed. And, you know, I was like, whatever. So I'm at Wizard World, bumming through all the open toys section, and I find the figure, and it has a $15 price tag on it. And I was like, holy shit, man. I was like, this guy, you know, does he know what he has? And me, man, I would, if he would have saw me right there and just shown it to me and said, hey, 15 for this, I would have said, yeah. But hey, I had to ask. So I turned around, I'm like, hey, man, would you do 10 on this figure? And he's looking at it, he's like, I can't, man. It's kind of a rare one. And I honestly think it was priced wrong, but he's like, it says 15, I'll give it to you for 15. I didn't complain. I said, alright, cool, I understand. And I finally got the figure I was looking for, man. It's the Dark Knight, the Superheroes line purple card Dark Knight Batman. And what I like about this Batman figure, it's from a previous mold where he's gray. I'll show you the previous mold. It's just all black. I just really liked it. Some of you who've seen my previous videos, I did like a all blackout Justice League a while back. And I just like the concept, but this figure is something I really wanted for a long time. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've had it for a long time, but I really wanted to open and just never got around to it. And because, like I said, patience is virtue, man. Eventually, you're going to find what you're looking for at the price you want, and I can't stress that enough. I hate on scalpers, because if you're going to put a price on something and someone's going to buy it, if you're happy and they're happy, hey, more power to you. I'm not going to hate on that. Me personally, nah, I could wait. And this is a perfect example from the video I talked about scalpers. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out, because I really want to hear more opinions about what your ideas are and what your take is on scalping. But this was a perfect example that if you wait, eventually you're going to find what you want. Somebody else's prize is somebody else's trash. I don't know how the fuck that saying really goes, but you guys get what I mean. So you know, I got it. I'm really, really happy. I'm going to pull down the open one so I can show you guys what the package looks like. This figure's been around for a while. I'm sure there's plenty of videos on YouTube about the figure, but it's finally in my collection. Any of you guys who collect know that once you find that piece you've been waiting for a long time, you just feel good, man. It feels like you accomplished something. Maybe something minor, but hey, it's accomplishing something. So I was happy. I thanked the guy. I got his card. I told him, hey, you know what? You gave me this at a good price, and he was kind of all about just, you know, quick returns, man. He picks things up, sells them pretty quickly. So I was like, cool. So for that, for him being cool, I'll probably buy off him again, either through the website or through seeing him again at Wizard or Comic-Con. I don't actually have he doesn't actually have a website. He had an email, so I don't want to give it out, but I'll ask him and see if he wants me to promote it a little bit more. So anyways, I'm going to review Batman Dark Knight Shadow. I'm really happy I got it. He looks awesome. The figure's almost in mint condition, and I was able to get it at a great price. So I hope you guys like this review because I'm really excited. I haven't even messed with it yet. I just kept it in the bag because I wanted to have like a fresh feel when I'm showing you guys. So without further ado, let's check out this excuse me, Batman Dark Knight Shadows because I'm really excited. Here's the packaging of how it looks. I was wrong though. It wasn't 2004. I think this piece was actually released in 2007. Kind of shows how old I'm getting. But yeah, this is the DC Superheroes purple carded figure. They came with a diorama of the city of the background. Let me bring it a little closer. Now I did notice that I didn't get any of these. My open loose one. These it looks like you have several different types of batarangs in the package. Like a T-shaped one, almost like a Dark Knight Returns one, batarang right there. I didn't actually receive any of those. The one I ended up getting was a little different, but in my opinion, it actually looks better. This is the one I got that came with the loose figure, so I'm really happy because it's actually pretty cool looking, and it does fit in his hand. So, you know, this was the way they used to come out. In the back, it kind of has a little preview of all the other ones: Clayface, Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, Bane, the other Batman. So I think I have most of them loose. I don't think the only one I might not have is the Bane and the Mr. Freeze, but everyone else I had. This was issued by Mattel before they changed. I think these came out, I'm not sure if they came out with beige and yellow card first or this one, but they had two different cards of the superheroes line, and then after that they ended up canceling that and switching to DC Universe line. So the packaging is pretty standard. I noticed that I do have some wear and tear here. Also on the back, some of it's the walls chipped away some of the paint. I don't really care. I don't think I'm ever going to sell it. This is the type of figure that as soon as they remake it, this probably figure goes to nothing. It probably drops down a lot, which I really don't mind because, like I said, I don't really give a shit about the price. I wanted the figure. I wanted to keep a mint on card because it was getting rare. But I was really torn several times deciding whether I was gonna open it or not. So I'm glad I was able to find the open one at a great price and with the different batarang, which I like a lot more. So I'm not too upset at all. So let's get the figure out and let's take a look at it because I'm really excited. So here's Batman, officially labeled the Night Shadows Batman. I'm very, very happy with the figure. This superheroes line actually went a little above 6 inches. If I just grab the tape right here, you see he's almost 7 inches at the point of the ears. You can't even see that. See that? He's above 6. A little under 7, so I want to say about 6.5 inches, which is cool. I don't mind. I don't have a problem with that, being a little taller. What I really like the most about this figure is the black mask. Almost has that Black Panther look, but I like the whole, without seeing the chin or the lips or anything. I just think it adds a cool little thing. He's got the Batman is sculpted in there with the dark gray, which I like. His utility belt, which actually one of my favorite utility belts, is gray with the silver to match, and even his I forgot what these are fucking called, gauntlets or whatever. They're even silver. Now this is kind of, if you guys see my Blackout Justice League series customs for my DC Universe, this was actually the figure I based it all off of. So that's why a lot of my figures had the black with the silver, and it was just something that this figure always kind of made me want, you know, in other figures. And they did make him again, a sculpt. He is from the DC Universe Superheroes line. This is the other one that they made. It's the exact same mold, just different colors. This figure too, by the way, is probably my second favorite Batman. I just like the way they give him the hard look, the buffness. It's not too big. I like the utility belt. It's a little big and obscene, but it goes well. You know, if you turn them around, I think even the cape, everything is exactly the same. But the paint job just makes these figures look completely different. You know, the articulation is similar to DC Universe Classics, not entirely the same, but I really like it. His gloves, they actually made him a brighter, glossy black. Same with his boots. You know, the paint job is basically just all black, so there's really not much there. My thing is the overall look of the figure. I really think it's badass. His movements are the same, standard. Does a 360, has an upper arm swivel, elbow, and no wrist or hand articulation whatsoever, which is a little bit different from the ab crunch. He actually has a very good back and forward, very good forward ab crunch. His head goes up a little bit and down, not too much. Peg seems like a little out of place. His neck seems kind of long, but when you look at it from the front version, it's not bad at all. I kind of really enjoy it. It doesn't look bad. He's got the T shape. It does come out forward. What I really like about this figure is he's very solid, man. It's for a loose, older figure. It's not loose at all. He has the upper thigh swivel, only a single jointed knee. He's an older figure, but I was surprised that he has a mild ankle pivot, which is cool. Feet come all the way down. They don't really go up, very little, but standard for the time. Still a very posable figure, very cool figure, one that I really love. He just looks really badass and menacing, man. And not a lot of people have seen it. It's not around as much, but you know what? You could still find it. I got lucky, so can you. He does have these little slots in his hand. I don't know if you could see them. Very thin little slots right here. And there's actually one there, but it's more squarish. I think that's for the other pieces. This one, now that I know it doesn't come with it, I realize that why it doesn't fit as accurate. But he does hold it to somewhat of a... Let me just get it in there nice and tight. There you go. So I like it, man. I'm really happy with it. For the price, I'm totally okay with not getting the other ones. So that's my little quick review, man. I just wanted you guys to show you this because I was super happy. If any of us have the Superheroes line, it's pretty much the same type of articulation. Just the paint job's a little different, and you know, simple. The black is a nice flat. The cape is a nice flat black. Everything's really simple on the figure. I really love it, and I hope you guys enjoy it, man. If you have one, if not, look for one, because if you're a Batman fan, this is definitely one to have in your collection. Alright guys, I'm going to make it quick. Thanks for checking out the review. Leave your likes and comments below. For all that is Collector's Corner, visit www.comicsremix.com, and we'll see you next time. Peace.